Hello, students. As we know, in the 21st century, technology plays a huge role in all fields of life. We always turn to computers to access data or information, create and express ourselves, communicate and collaborate. Means computer and communication technology provides more opportunities to communicate and collaborate. With learning or teaching management system, like we are continuing online classes due to COVID-19 coronavirus, we are discussing online. Firstly, we are created WhatsApp groups, and these groups help students who are connected in group for seeing data. The instant sending of notes saves lot of time and effort, means there is no need to send data individual one by one. Due to this, we saves lot of time and effort. This is possible because of computer and communication technology. So students, in this chapter we are going to discuss computer and communication. This is the second chapter, computer and communication. In this video we will discuss data and information, characteristics of information, primary communication model and function of protocol. Students, these are all very important questions that comes in board examination. First topic is data and information, and we are going to discuss. Data refers to raw facts and figures give to a computer. Means data is the collection of alphabets, numbers or fact which has no meaning. Data word comes from Latin word datum, which means something given. So the main quality of data is data is meaningless. And what about information? So we will discuss information. Information means when data is processed, organized, structured, or presented in a meaningful manner, it is called information. Means after processing of data, we get a meaningful result that is known as information. One more time, after processing of data, we get a meaningful result that is known as information. In other words, we can say uh, that processed data is known as information. In other words, we can say that processed data is known as information. Now the question arises that what is the difference between data and information? So students, by the help of example, we can easily get what's the difference between data and information. You are saying data is like Delhi 550 Ayush marks. Means data is the collection of numbers, alphabets, and information is like Ayush lives in Delhi and got 550 marks. So we can say data is meaningless and information is meaningful. That is the definition. Data is the collection of alphabets, numbers or facts which have no meaning. And you are seeing data is like Delhi, 550, Ayush, marks. These are the combination of alphabets, numbers, and information is like Ayush lived in Delhi and got 550 marks. This is the process data, and you know very well process data will become information. And that is the main difference between data and information. I told you already, data is meaningless and information is meaningful. And you are seeing also in PIC, there are a lot of data, and after processing data is become information. Now we are going to discuss characteristics of information. There are many characteristics of information, but firstly question arises that what is the importance of information? So there are many uses of information, like with the help of information we come to know what is happening all over world. With the help of information we can take right decision, and with the help of information our knowledge will increase. These are the uses of information. These are the importance of information. Now we will discuss characteristics of information, and the first characteristic is accuracy. Information should be 100% accurate. Information should be 100% correct. If information is not right, then it is possible that a decision get wrong. So student, information should be 100% correct. That is the meaning of accuracy. Next one is completeness. Information should be complete. If information is not complete, then it is difficult to take right decision. So student, information should be complete. Next one is meaningful. As you know, information should have meaning. If we are editing a information before its use, then it is possible it has no meaning. So information should be meaningful. Next one is reliability. Information should be reliable. If we uses this information at different situation, its meaning should be remain same. So it means information should be reliable and the meaning of information should be remain the same. Next one is brevity. This is most important, brevity for 1 mark. What is the meaning of brevity? Presentation of full information in limited word. Again, presentation of full information in limited word is known as brevity. This is the meaning of brevity. And the last one is availability. Information should be available on time. If information not reaches to on time, then it may be useless. So students, these are the characteristics of information. And now we are going to discuss most important topic, primary communication model. Very important topic. Communication means transfer of information from one place to another place, and nowadays computer or mobile is playing very major role in information technology. That's why today's era is also known as information technologies era. Data and information enhance the development of our country as well as necessary for our basic routines of lives. So data and information are very important. Now question arises that why we are reading primary communication model and what is the meaning of primary communication model. Firstly, we will know what is the meaning of communication. I told you already. Communication is the basic process of exchanging information. Communication is the basic process of exchanging information. Means transfer of information from one place to another place. This is the meaning of communication model. And question arises that why primary communication model we are reading? Because primary communication model is a conceptual model. Primary communication model is a conceptual model used to explain the communication process. Again, primary communication model is a conceptual model used to explain the communication process. There are many models are available. Like first major model for communication was developed in 1948 by Claude Shannon. The but best model and today's technology are based on primary communication model. That's why we are reading primary communication model. Under primary communication model, we will study following components of network like sender, communication medium, protocol, receiver, and message. These are the component of the primary communication model. The first component is message. What is message? Message is the data or information to be delivered. That is known as message. The next component is sender. What is sender? Students, sender is a device which sends data or message. Basically, sender is a computer with modem. Now, communication medium, it is also component of primary communication model. So it is the medium through which the message is sent. We can divide communication medium in two parts. So what is communication medium? It is the medium through which the message is sent. Means the physical path through which transmission occur between sender and receiver. The physical path through which transmission occurs between sender and receiver is known as communication medium. There are two types of communication medium. First one is wired medium and second one is wireless oblique wave medium. As we know, we can send data by two type medium. First one is wired medium. In wired medium we can send data by the help of wire like telephone, but in wireless medium we can there is no need of data, there is no need of wire to send data like mobile. In mobile there is no any wire. Mobile is based on wave and wire. The example of wireless medium, the example of wire medium is telephone. Now the next one is receiver. Receiver is a device which receive message. Receiver is a device which receive message. Basically it is a computer with modem. Next one is a protocol. Protocol are the set of rules and regulations under which transmission occurs. Student, these are the component of network and you are seeing a structure of basic communication model or primary communication model. In this structure there is a sender and also there is a receiver, and between sender and receiver there is a medium. Medium can be two types, wired or wireless, and in sender protocol is available and for receiver also protocol is available. And I told you the definition of receiver. Receiver is device which receive message. Basically it is a computer with modems. And same for sender. Sender is a device which sends data, and basically it is a computer with modem. So you are seeing modem with both, as well as for sender as well as for receiver. So these are the component of primary communication model. Now next one is protocol and its function. This is very important questions. So now we are going to discuss protocol and its functions. What is protocol? Protocols are the set of rules and regulations under which transmission occurs. For an easy transmission, each hardware and software should follow the network protocol. So protocol are the set of rules and regulations under which transmission occurs. The main function of protocols are already given. The first function of protocol is control on the transfer of information. Control on the transfer of information. What is this? If the if the speed of sender is high in comparison to receiver, if the speed of sender is high in comparison to receiver, then it is the function of protocol to make a coordination between sender and receiver. That is the meaning of control on the transfer of information. Next one is management. Protocol stores all the information related to transmission. This information is related to sender's address, time and date. Next one is sequence control. This is also the function of protocol. What is the meaning of sequence control? If the information is long, then protocol breaks this information into small packets and sends these packets in a sequence. This is the meaning of sequence control. Next one is error control. If any problem occurs during transmission, then it is the function of protocol to check the error and try to remove it. Next one is establishing connection. This is the main function of protocol. What is the meaning? It is the function of protocol to establish connection between sender and receiver and to remove this connection after transmission. This is the meaning of establish connection. Next and last one is security. It is the function of protocol to deliver information to right place safely. For safety purpose, protocol use coding and encryption techniques. So by the help of coding and encryption techniques, our message get safe. So students, I hope you got it, these topics, and if you have any query, then you can send to me. Thank you.